Hello.
Hi.
All right.
Gamers.
Let's. There we go. All right.
Turn off my camera.
Yes. So we now.
Oh my god, we're both PNGs. So cute.
We are now 50-50 on PNG2 versus flesh tubing. I hope everyone had a good piss.
Woo.
I did. My piss was pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Nice. I'm glad you have good piss. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, Manaki has been spotted. Althea thankfully managed to hide, managed to whisper it just enough. Because yeah, you did get a pretty good perception check. So I actually think that I'm gonna tell you what they were saying.
Ooh.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. At least a little bit.
So yeah, with anything above an 18, you would hear Florent say to this other person, "You've been a real rock for me in these hard times, and I wouldn't have lasted 5 seconds here without your presence tonight." Oh, I'll refresh, and then you can say how wonderful that was. No, refreshed.
It's Sven.
Wait, hang on. What was what?
So Florent said, before you turned the corner, basically, he said, "You've been a real rock for me in these hard times. I wouldn't have lasted 5 seconds here without your presence tonight."
Whoa. Those are some cheating words if I ever heard some.
All noticing the poof of Manaki's hair go too far and them stop talking. I'll be like, fuck. And I'll be like, Manaki. I'll whisper, "That's Florent." Thanks. But I say it in my accent, I go, "Thanks, Florent."
Okay, Manaki didn't hear what he said, but he knows what lady
okay, in that case,
something.
if you'd like, I actually have something else that you would hear if you didn't, if you want to fail your perception check.
Isn't Althea the only one that succeeded?
No, I'm pretty sure all of you succeeded in the perception check, 27, 18, and 20.
Oh shit!
But if you want to,
Yeah, that was the one I wrote it on.
But if you want to fail it, there's something funny.
Oh,
because then the only things that you can hear is rock hard, and I wouldn't last 5 seconds.
All right, I'm going to interpret it that ways then,
okay.
And I'm gonna jump out from the bush and say, Flamingo, you were cheating! I heard you!
Oh my god.
Flamingo
instead of Florent.
It's so
and
good.
Florent is standing there, he's standing closest to you. What are you doing in the gardens?
Catching you getting rock hard and cheating with someone, and not even cheating good. You're not even lasting 5 seconds.
Margie will come out. How could you do this to Lady Love Lily? And who's with them? I need to know who the other person standing here is. I need to know.
If you look past, you see hiding their face. You see someone with pointed ears. They are not Sven. They are maybe 5 foot 10, maybe 5'9",
taller than Althea.
Taller than Althea. It's also not Althea. That's true. And you see.
Oh my god. Me going back at my notes. Did I write anyone else's name down? No, I'm not a names girl.
The person's skin is an olive skin tone, and I'm talking all of the food. So from the skin tone and the pointed ears, you can detect that they are a wood elf. The hair is very long and black and has been gathered at the back of the head to fall down gracefully in a ponytail of manufactured curls. That is all you see at the moment because they are turning their head away. Excuse me. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
Who's this?
And as she turns around, you see she has brown eyes. Who am I? Who are you?
I'm friends with the host.
All right. And?
Who are you with her man? What's happening? Okay, Menaki, just for some context, Menaki grew up in a very loving home with two very loyal mothers that loved each other and cherished each other more than anything. So this is like a crime against not only humanity, but his morals. So he absolutely hates their guts. He's only just met them, but hates them. Like,
Florent stands there and says, Did Lady Lovelily send you here? We were talking about...
yes.
We were just talking about that fairy in the ballroom who's selling people breezeberry cubes, and we're trying to figure out what to do about it.
Huh? Wait, selling what?
Breezeberry cubes.
Sven, because Sven's favorite food is something that doesn't exist anymore, they're selling their cubes to other people. Is Sven really doing that? That little stinker.
That's what Florent says.
Okay, but what's this about you getting rock hard and lasting for only 5 seconds?
Menaki, I got this. Don't worry. Sir Florent, I would like you to know, and ma'am, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. This other person over here, I don't mean to assume your relationship, but I will say that there is a suspicion that you may have been unfaithful, and I may have been sent to investigate about it, and this is me coming to you right now, giving you a chance to come clean the moral and right way.
And
Also,
Florent
help me,
just,
God.
Florent just stands there, like,
He's just,
he
like,
scoffs a
pooping
little
out.
bit. Like, I'm a bard, so I'm a cheater, right? Right?
Florent, I don't know about you trying to gaslight me right now, but I just need an answer. Are you being unfaithful to the Lady Lily or not?
No, I am not. We are talking
he's lying.
about court
Althea,
business.
do you? Oh,
Althea is just like watching straight up, like has no comment, is just peeking out from behind.
From the bushes.
Has just now finally decided to come out from behind the bushes. Yeah, is just spectating. Not good at this people shit whatsoever.
Does anyone
but-
have detect thoughts or something? Like,
anyone have detect thoughts?
does it? I have dancing lights. Like,
I will message. I will really quickly. I'll turn around. I'll be like, "Chew," and I'll turn my head around and I'll pull out a copper wire and I'll look over to Althea, and in Althea's head, I'll say, "Hey, do you think he's telling the truth?" And then I'll turn back around. I'm sorry, I had to sneeze.
can I make a perception
Bless
check
you.
and see if he's if he's being
I was about
truthful?
to say,
If you
can
like,
we
yeah,
perception check?
you can.
I'm way
Insights
more
is
of
what
a
this would be. This
perceiver.
would be an insight check.
Insight?
Oh, fuck me. Fine.
No, you're a cleric. You have wisdom.
Yeah, but it's not great. But I got a 20, so it's like.
All right, well, I got an 8. So I'm
Alright.
still not
Natural 20?
trustworthy.
With a
Natural
well, I gotta-
30.
with a 20 contested against either my persuasion or deception check, you don't know what it is. You will see that there is something, some level of like, yeah.
No, sorry. You keep talking. I was gonna do something and then I just decided not to.
You see that there is an air of unease about him. Like he's not quite lying, but he's not quite telling the truth.
I'll whisper to Margie, getting a little close.
As you guys are
without
like
killing.
whispering to each other, he just goes like, "Just
You
go back to
can-
the bottom. I'll handle this." And this lady walks away. She scoffs and like shoulder checks Menaki a little bit, which doesn't really have
she
a lot.
tries.
She tries, but she does it.
With a short ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like nothing but like a bit of a bump, and that's it.
Exactly, but it was more about the gesture. Like,
Am I taller? Am I taller than?
yeah,
Florent?
than Florent. Yeah, Florent is like 5'8".
He's 5'8". Okay. I'm gonna get up real close to him then. And
Are
I'm
you?
gonna
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna try and intimidate him.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
What are you gonna say? Because depending on what you
were you
say,
doing
I'm
here
going
with
to make the
her?
DC lower or higher. Like if you're really
Alright.
intimidating, I'm gonna make it a lower DC. If you make it not that intimidating, if you go like, then I'm gonna make it a very high DC. And also, you roll with
okay.
disadvantage again.
Why?
You still feel like people don't really like you. Like,
Oh, you got the. Oh,
What the fuck?
it's not affecting me that much,
hasn't
huh?
ended? Do I have to do a long rest to get rid of that shit? Ugh. Anyways, God, that's just.
It just so happens that you've done
That
2 of the
sucks.
specific like checks that like are affected by this.
Oh my God. Okay.
You don't roll everything with disadvantage. It's just like certain things.
Okay, so I'm outside. So I have my sword. It's it's like kind of like I'm quite tall, and though it's a great sword, it doesn't sit on my back. I've actually got it kind of like tied to my hip. Monarchy stands real close to Florent, and I grip the handle of my sword.
Okay.
And I squeeze it real tight, and I look at him and I say, "You're lying to me. I don't know how you're lying to me, and I want to know why.
Okay.
So what are you doing out here?"
Roll me the
Now I'm
intimidation.
gonna try roll with it's 26, and I'm just hoping that the next one is high.
The same thing twice? Holy hell.
Oh my God.
Tell me.
Let's
I
fucking
love that for you,
go.
first of all. Not so much for Florent, because Florent just like stand there like he like backed into this hedge. He might have tried running, but at this point he's like so terrified, like he's basically frozen in place. And he just like looks at your sword, and he just like, and just in time he manages to like look to the side and throws up. Like he throws up, like there's, and it's just
Monaki's completely unfazed because this has happened before. Whenever he's tried to intimidate people, yeah. So he's just waiting there.
Very faced.
okay.
Me and Althea are like, oh my God, like next to it, and we're like, oh.
Yeah. I'm still completely tensed up. I'm like, I'm completely on edge, and I'm like standing in front of him still. Like nothing about me has relaxed even when I've seen that.
Okay. By the way, you have cat ears of inspiration for that, because holy shit.
Yeah.
Like that is some good shit. And all right, so your last question to him was, like, you're lying, right?
I said, you're lying, and you're going to tell me what it is, or something like that.
Okay.
Like what he's lying about.
At that point, of course, he throws up, and like as he's like trying to like make himself not look as like horrendous as he thinks he looks at the moment, he looks back and he's like, why bother with the theatrics? Just get it over with already. Just
huh?
You work with the warden,
in that
right?
case. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna grab him by his collar, and he's only like slightly. No, he's 5'9", right?
5'8".
Like 5'10", 5'8". Oh, he's tiny. I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm gonna hold him up so only his feet, like he's only like tiptoeing on the ground.
Okay.
He's only tiptoeing on the ground, right? And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Don't waste my time. We think that you are being unfaithful to Lady Lovelily. What are you doing? Answer me.
Why would she need to accuse me of this? And he kind of just starts like laughing, like in desperation. Don't you work for her? You said you're friends with her.
I'll go over and I'll be like, what is that about the warden?
When we talked earlier in the ballroom, you said that you work with the warden.
Yeah, we do.
Oh
But
my
what about her?
god. Oh my god, sorry, I do not have the intelligence to be able to make this connection, but I know where this is leading, so Kaz.
I do, but
I'm
I don't have the intelligence IRL, and I wish I did.
Yeah,
Because my character does.
Check your DMs.
Runs. Wait, what? Tell me!
I want to know what you think.
Oh,
Cass, go ahead.
I will go up to him and
my God.
I'll say, I'll point at him and I'll say, please tell me we're not working for your mistress.
What?
So I think, and I think that Mary also picked up on this, that he's knocking boots with the warden.
Oh, okay. So that is the impression you're getting right now.
Yeah, because that's what he's like. You work with her.
Yeah, you
I'm
work
like-
with the warden, right?
Or we're being
Yeah.
tricked. I don't know. Just okay, what if we just put
Listen.
him down and what if we all just explain what we're all thinking calmly in a civilized manner?
I'm refusing to let go of him because I'm so angry that he's not making any sense. I like shake him a little bit. I'm just like, just spit it out. What are you saying? What do you mean?
What do you want?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm talking.
mean?
We work for
My
her.
mistress.
What does that got to do with anything?
I'm not being unfaithful.
And I don't believe you. So why are you being so weird? Why are you being so weird? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
would-
I said
why
you
would-
wouldn't be weird with what's happening right now.
Okay, but why would Lady Lovelily feel like you're being unfaithful? What are you doing to make her feel that way?
Because of course she wants to make it look like it's my fault. Like I deserved
her
it.
fault? So we
Whose
missed
fault
some
is it?
information here.
I'm gonna roll an insight check right now to see if he picks up on this confusion. I'm okay. That's a 1. That's a 1.
Oh, so he doesn't pick up on anything.
He doesn't pick up on
Alright.
anything. He's just still terrified as all hell.
Can I try and do an insight check and see if I can pick up on his confusion?
Sure.
I got an 11. What does that tell me?
You see a man that you're dangling
get
off of the
advantage because-
ground.
Do I get an advantage because I get to see him so up close?
Sure. Because I'm nice. Okay, 19. You can tell that he has no idea, like, what you're trying to get out of him. Like, he's already told you what you've asked. Like, we think you're being unfaithful. He's told you that he's not. And now you're accusing him of... You would say that you're working for his mistress?
Okay, I'm gonna put him back on the ground. I'm gonna say, all right, clearly there's some miscommunication. I turned to Margie, I nodded at her. Miscommunication. That's been happening here. Miscommunication. Sorry, I probably overreacted there. Sorry, I just don't like when people are being unloyal, but perhaps you're
enough.
not being unloyal. Maybe I'll take your word for it. Maybe
So-
I'll take your word for that.
Why don't I explain our side of the situation and then maybe you could give us some insight as to why we've been sent on this quest that is apparently untrue. So, we had a talk with Lady Lovelily because she was upset in her room. She was crying, sobbing, having a hard time. She said that she thinks that maybe you're cheating on her and we should go figure out if you are. So, we've been looking around, snooping around, and now we found you in the garden with a woman. So you understand why we kind of thought we were like, haha, got you in the moment, but that's not true apparently.
Menaki takes out the love letter from his coat and he says, and we found this. Who is this for, if not for Lady Lovelily?
Do you show him?
Yeah, I show him the letter.
All right. He takes a look at it and he's like, that's not my handwriting.
But it is your handwriting. We found a book in your room.
You're in my room.
That's your handwriting.
You found us in my
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it was from like that. Okay, bring out the poem.
Oh, I have a poem.
I-
See this poem? It was from your book of poetry.
We read
And
it. It was
he-
really weird.
he-
I don't understand poetry.
Mediocre at best.
Scrunk.
Yeah, refreshing for the shrunk. Shrunk. Okay, shrunk should be gone. He takes a look at them. He's like, "This is my handwriting from 365 years ago."
Okay. Oh.
This isn't how I write anymore. And he like basically like prestidigitations like a little like his signature in the air, and it looks slightly different
Oh,
from what you see
cute.
there.
Oh.
This,
Okay, interesting.
you found this in my room.
You're old as hell. How are you so? Is this about the babies?
Babies, what?
Shit. No. Could you explain your situation with Lady Love Lily and what your perspective is on it? Has she been acting differently lately? I feel maybe we've been lied to.
Yeah, different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you say
And
you were.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry how we interacted before. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Really good
I'm
cop,
not
bad
that
copping
sorry.
it here.
I'm honestly.
Not, yeah, at this point, I'm not that sorry because I'm still so confused. If you want to clear the air, if you want this situation to be sorted out and you want us to stop being this way towards you, you're going to tell us everything that we need to know. So what's happening? Who is lying to us here? Is it you or is it Lady Lovelily? Why is she
right.
acting so...
I'll make it easy for you. If you give me your word that you will do what is right, I will tell you what is morally
Manaki puts
right.
out his pinky.
And
Wait. This is a this is, be careful, Manaki. I've known
Can
this
we have
is
a
we're in
group?
A group huddle?
group
Can we have a
huddle,
group
okay?
huddle before we
No, actually, we
agree
don't
on
even
this?
have to group huddle. We all take out the wire from our pockets that was given to us by Cass, and we just stand there silently, still looking at him while we
I'm
talk.
the only one. I'm the only one who needs the wire. Actually, you guys don't need the wire.
So
It's just
I
me.
imagine Manaki, because he has the ring like from the warden, he just maybe like stands there like this, like he's like talking into it, even though like he doesn't need to. So it's like a phone.
Yeah, okay, sure. Just ask us yes or no questions so I can nod, Cass.
No, but like when
I'll be like-
Cass messages in your head, you can reply back. Except we've established
can
in the
reply back,
previous
okay.
session that Manaki doesn't have internal monologue, so you can't.
Okay.
But Althea can.
Oh, all right. So I'll just answer out loud, but I'll
Okay.
try and be
Okay.
yeah, I'll try and be stealthy about it. Go ahead, Cass, lead us
I
off.
think. Okay, I think we should be careful because wait, they're Fae, right?
Florent is
don't
so Lady Lovelily is a Spring Eladrin, which is technically an elf, but like more on the Fae side of being an elf. Florent looks in all aspects human.
Are we in? Where are we? Are we in the Feywild?
You are
Are
in
we
the
on the
Feywild,
material
yes.
plane? Do we know?
You are in the
Okay,
Feywild,
okay.
in like Lady Lovelily's like her own domain.
Heard. Okay.
Okay.
I hesitate to make a deal with someone in the Feywild, whether it be, human or otherwise. And so I just want to make sure that we're getting the wording of this correctly. Now, what is right and what is, he said, I'm sorry, can you say what you
What-
said one more time?
Do
As
I
long as
have your
we do
word
what is
that
right.
what is morally, objectively right? If I tell you the truth.
This is going to be difficult because Althea doesn't have very good morals.
No, I'm
But
not
that's all
really.
right. Margie can cancel
I
that
mean,
out,
I'll
think.
give is there any binding agreement with this promise?
You don't know what happens if you try to break it.
Okay.
My
all right,
guess
then you
is it
decide.
could be bad.
Okay.
So what if I give my word that I will do what is right? So whatever happens, nothing bad happens to either of the two of you.
Manaki says out loud, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
And
Because
Okay.
then
You
if
now
I do
hear
something morally
Florent,
wrong, then that's
Manaki,
fine.
you hear Florent in your head going, "Are you quite finished?"
Yeah. Okay. Manaki doesn't like that and is really pissed off that someone else is in his head and he's not meant to be. So I don't know what Margie would like to do, but Manaki's hand goes straight for his throat to like
Damn
Oh
it.
my god. That's
grab
not
it. Do you try
necessary.
and do you want to try and hold me back with Margie?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, actually, can Bowie like see that starting to happen, and can Bowie like put his like shield the Florent with his body,
Absolutely.
I like
his
end up
manta
like
ray body?
All right. Do we want to roll checks for this? Maybe like a dex
I
check?
do.
Yeah.
So
I'll even be trying
my
to hold Manaki back a little bit.
My Steel Defender has a reaction that it can impose disadvantage on an attack roll if they're
Okay.
within 5 feet of an attacker. So if Manaki wants to do like an attack roll against Florent,
Yeah, like
but
maybe
with
a grapple is
disadvantage.
what this would be. So then, okay, you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
grapple
yeah.
with disadvantage.
So that is that acrobatics or
Good question,
It's-
Cass.
It would be your athletics or acrobatics against Florent's acrobatics or athletics.
All right.
okay. We'll do
No, it's
acrobatics.
your
then.
athletics. It's your sorry, I lied. It's your athletics
Athletics?
against their acrobatics or
Acrobatics.
athletics. You don't
Oh,
have a
okay.
dice.
And then I'll roll twice for disadvantage.
And I'll roll
Yeah.
my
Okay.
own dice. Okay.
I got a 19 and I got a 12.
Okay, so I rolled a 7 and I have a +2, so I have a 9. But let's see.
Sorry, so you have a 9 total right now,
Yes.
currently?
Mhm.
Margie will use Flash of Genius. So
Okay.
now you have 14, which beats a 12.
Perfect. All right. So, with like this flash of genius, like Florent sees the steel defender like coming towards him and recognizes the intent, and like he like actively like ducks behind it, so that like when Manaki reaches his hand out, he like he gets the side of the, or well, technically the top of the manta ray.
Yeah.
Or like his back. yeah,
Yeah.
his top.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
it's
I
just
end up, like-
hard metal.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
like-
like
I
a
just-
hunk of
like-
hard metal.
Yeah, like you go for
It
the
doesn't
throat,
hurt
but
that
then it's
much.
like your open
Adrenaline is
fingers
high.
on like the metal, just like maybe they like
Crunch
maybe
up.
it's like when you hit your funny bone, it like sends a spark down your
It
hand.
probably sends like a
my God.
tingle, but he like barely notices it because he's like pissed that this guy was in his head. What were you doing in my head?
The
Marshall would be
same
like,
thing
"Oh,
she was
hey,
doing.
It's okay.
This little
Monopoly. I'll deal with him. Remember, I will deal with him. We just agreed. It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Can we get the dark elf out of here, please?
I'm like patting Manaki on the back.
What the fuck did you just call me? What
Shit.
did you call me?
It's basically a slur against Drow.
What
Yes.
did you just call me? I know.
For anyone in
Althea,
chat.
Althea, can you take Manaki out of the maze, please?
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. You want me to
Please.
leave?
Please,
Could you
Manaki,
stand?
please, just for this.
Could you stand at like maybe 20 feet distance?
20 feet distance?
Girl, your movement speed within a
You-
round is 30.
Where
Margie-
is
Margie kind of like turns to you, like facing
Can
your
you-
face, and like
hang on, can
with
you reveal
copper-
the map that we're in right now? Like the area of the map that we're in right now?
Okay,
Because
like,
all we see is just area.
Alright, I hope that like the way that I do it now. Okay, so like Florent is like standing here, and he would just like you to be like he's okay with standing like oh wait, I need to ping it. He's okay with standing here, and like if you want to be like here,
Fine, I'll be there.
and I'll come up
I'm
here.
fuming. And this time I
I'll look you in
actually
the
have
eye.
my sword halfway out of its like sheath. like Althea's
I-
next to me, like trying to but
Well, he's
I
still
have my
patting on the
copper
back.
wire.
Like, okay.
I'm looking you in the eyes, and I say, "Don't worry, we'll get him back for this in your head. I'm not letting this go.
all right.
But we need information for now." And I'll put the copper wire down. I'll turn back around to Florent, and I'll go up to Florent, and I'll say, "First of all, that is not nice. I don't care what kind of day you're having. or what kind of moment you're having with somebody, there's no need to throw around slurs. Do you understand me?
Get him.
My apologies
behind
for
Manaki, like,
lashing out against someone who just tried to lunge for my throat and who dangled me off of the ground. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm not
Do it
saying.
again.
I'm not saying. Yep, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, you have my vow that I will make sure that the moral, objective, good thing happens at the end of this. Do you understand me? And I'll hold out my pinky.
And he
Yeah, pinky promise.
pinky promise. Okay,
Pinky promise.
pinky promise. You have now pinky promised. So
And I said
You
I'd give you my vow, not my word, in case he was gonna take my voice. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked.
Like, this ain't my first rodeo.
does Margie say this out loud?
Yeah.
I'm not a fae, but smart thinking.
Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
intelligent.
I'm like, I want to cry.
Maybe
Look
we
at her
use-
go. So yeah, okay. So Margie did just say like I think we're being lied to, and with that in mind, Florent will ask like, so what else do you know? Okay, Lady
I
Lovelady says
know-
I've been maybe unfaithful, perchance.
For the past 3 years, you've grown distant. You've seemed too nice, and you sneak into the garden. Those are the things she told us about you.
And she didn't tell you about the ceremony?
She didn't say what happens in the ceremony. Manaki's under the impression that you're going to kill babies, so maybe clear that up.
Babies. Why are you eating babies?
You're not part of this conversation.
I can still hear it.
Oh, Lord.
All right. I can promise you that no babies have been killed or will be killed during these ceremonies.
I'll write that down.
Wonderful.
Me too.
I'm being interrogated. I thought you were on my side.
No, I'm on your side. I just like remembering things well.
Okay. And
didn't
like
wanna know if you were
your
killing
presence
babies.
has kind of like calmed him down. It's gotten him off of his like defensive stance. And he just like he kind of just like stares into the distance. Like, it would be hard to not grow distant when you know that the past 360 years have been a lie. When you're being used.
Tea?
How?
And,
How
like-
have you been used, darling?
Not the sweet talking.
Can I
Just so you
disarm
know,
him
whenever
then
I
he gives us
laugh,
more
that's me.
information?
That's not Florent. Florent is very serious right now.
Understood.
So you know about the ceremony where we don't eat babies, right? How it takes the essence of the Feywild and transforms it into life force for me to stay by Lady Lovelily's side for 10 more years.
Yes.
Here I was thinking she was doing that out of love. Turns out she's doing that out of love for not me.
Dun, dun,
What
dun,
is it?
dun.
What's it for?
It's for Lily. I don't know how,
Who the
but
fuck-
it's for Lily. How much has anyone told you about that?
No, pretty much nothing. So,
I was not the first. Lady Lovelily was with someone else before me, and she passed away. And I thought that she was extending my life force so that she wouldn't have to go through that anymore. But I think she's basically storing it in me. And I have
The life
reason to
force?
believe this because I don't know what exactly, but she made a deal with the warden and they she was going to get her this device to bring Lily back, and I needed to get it.
Oh.
I need to get it before the ceremony starts.
Heard.
Like how you're taking notes.
Noted. Noted. Okay.
So you think that she's storing life force within you because she made some deal with the warden to bring her dead lover back to life?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm gonna need a little bit of evidence.
Yeah.
What was
Hearsay.
the name? What's the name of her dead lover? I just for my
Lily.
notes. Oh.
With one L. Lady Love Lily has decided to take upon the name of two L's because she wanted it to be unique enough. As if anything she does is original. Sorry, that was beneath me. I apologize. That was not becoming of a host.
Wow. Does this, as I'm listening to this, does this seem pretty truthful? Like, does it, like, he doesn't seem like he's like making up a story or anything?
He's not making anything up. This is like, unless you roll in that one on insight, I would say that you detect no lie.
Okay.
Okay.
Whether you believe it, it's up to you.
Manaki has resheathed his his sword, just by the way. Thought I'd let you guys know.
Thanks.
Mhm.
I'm glad for us.
Still standing 20 feet away because I don't like the prick.
Interesting.
Well, after what he said, for real.
Yeah, fucking racist.
Has it? No.
Maybe ask like how does he want us to help, or like what does he need to get done?
Where do you think she's storing this device?
I would say it's probably in the vault, but my team
the
hasn't been
vault?
able to get there yet. They haven't been able to get through it.
Vault. Well, do you think we have time before the ceremony starts to get down there?
Absolutely. If you'll let me.
I'll turn back around to Althea and Manaki, and I look at them and I say, "Are we in to go to the vault?"
Does he have to come with us?
Laurent,
I
are
like
you
say that
coming?
loud enough for him.
Well, I'm not leaving you alone with it. I'm still like, I would like to believe you have the best intentions, but I don't know if you're as money driven as most.
I'm
Money
not
driven.
into, I'm more into intelligence, you know? Like, I would be interested in how this device works.
Okay. I can't tell you, so we'd have to find out.
And
Yeah,
I'm
so I think-
interested, and I'm like walking over towards him, and I'm interested in people not being racist fucking pricks to me when you're trying to recruit me for help.
Go on.
And as I said, I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. I was very high in my emotions. That does not excuse what I said. I felt
let's
threatened,
make it up.
It'll help.
and I lashed out.
We'll help then.
Absolutely.
We can help.
Yeah. We'll make it up to each other. You know, we came in and accused you of cheating. So, you know, we have stuff to make up to you as well.
Okay.
Yours was worse.
Yours was definitely worse. But
Just
definitely
wait till
worse.
you find out the truth.
We had
Is
evidence.
what he says, like as he like starts walking.
Cool. We'll follow him.
What was that?
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
All right, so
Anyways, yeah, we'll
you
follow him.
him, and he takes you to
Althea, stand behind me.
he walks inside with you, and as you pass through the door, he keeps walking. He goes straight back to the library where you were before.
Yay.
Yeah. And he on the left wall. Wait, do I have the thing? I have the thing. Please tell me this still works. All right. Look at you go. All right, I don't have a picture for Florent, but alongside this wall here, on stream you see like 2 pings. I said that there was an irregularity in the sconces, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
in between 2 of them, Florent just kind of like reaches out into nothing. And like he reaches out into nothing and like pulls the sconce, and the bookcase is like open to reveal a hidden door. And you find yourself in
Secret tunnel.
the vault.
Secret tunnel. Oh, so he wasn't able to get into the tunnel, into the vault previously, but now he can. Interesting.
She stores it in the vault, but I haven't been able to get access to it.
Yeah.
To the
Okay,
device.
as in that little
And,
thing. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Interesting.
I guess.
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Insight coming up.
Guidance yourself, Althea.
19.
17.
Oh, I should guidance myself. You're right. I could do that, right? Yeah, you can guidance.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
He will
You just
hear
be
it,
like,
but
guidance.
you're basically going like, "You've got this, Althea."
You got this, girl.
You've got this. Where's my 4?
So much insight today.
Okay.
Okay, so
21.
Hey.
21, 16, 17. Yeah, on his face, you kind of see like it's shock.
Is it because it's empty?
Does Margie say this out loud?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They were just supposed to get the safe.
It looks
Oh,
like
shit.
they took everything accidentally.
Accidentally.
I like turn to Margie and I'm like, come on now, you're an intellect. This
No, you're-
seems very intentional. Even I can
No,
tell.
you're right. You're right.
We don't owe them kindness. And I like glare at him again.
Florent, at that point, he kind of just like, he sits on the little table here, and just like puts his like head in his hands, and he like gestures at the safe. He's like, knock yourself out.
Ooh, okay, lock picking, baby, sleight of hand. I've got proficiency.
You're proficient
Can you?
in thieves' tools?
I think so. Hold on, hang on. Where is that?
So on your
Got
character
my
sheet, it's on the
little-
left-hand side. There's armor, weapons, tools, and languages at
Yeah,
the
thieves'
bottom
tools.
left.
Yeah, yeah.
As
I got it.
you as you
Um,
walk up to the safe, you do notice that it is looking quite battered, like crowbar, like there's an arrow sticking out of
Oh.
it for some reason.
Okay, perhaps it's already open. Should we just try and see if it's open?
Can I inspect it for traps?
Sure.
Hmm.
Good idea.
I don't know what you roll for that, so just roll it.
Great.
Investigation,
It's
maybe?
investigation. I rolled pretty bad, but it turned out okay to 15.
Look at that investigation go. Does that mean you literally can't roll less than a 10 on investigation? Hot damn. All right, so with the 15 investigation, you notice no traps. It feels like any
Okay.
trap that was there has already been taken care of. Like there's a little bit of like wire like on the side.
Perfect.
Mm,
And I'll
okay.
try to lift the lid of the
Lid.
little-
Okay.
Lid,
As
lid.
you reach out your your hands towards the lid, the lock, like there's a keyhole. It basically like starts talking. It's like, "Excuse me,
Whoa.
who are you?"
Oh, hell, I'm sorry. I'm Margie.
"Hello, Margie. Can I help you?"
How are
I'm gonna like
Yeah.
look. I'm gonna like peek into the keyhole. I'm gonna like look into it
It
and try and
closes its
figure out
mouth.
like what
"Excuse me.
it closes its mouth.
Excuse me."
Oh,
Very rude.
Closes its mouth.
sorry. Is
Very
that
rude
like
of you.
sorry? Jeez. Is there someone inside of the box talking?
The
Or,
keyhole.
like knock.
The sound is coming from the keyhole. Like it's moving as if it's
Yeah,
a mouth.
Minaki is trying to figure it out. Like,
Excuse me, good keyhole. I'm like
Yes.
perched down now. This is finally my time to shine, as I'm
Yes.
not
It
a
is,
people
it is.
person, but I can be a keyhole person, I guess. Excuse me, Mr. Keyhole. We would very much like to pick your lock. We promise we'll only be but a minute.
I'll be gentle. I'm really good.
We'll be so gentle. And
But
maybe you'll even love it and beg us to do more after. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm gonna take away your inspiration for saying that. Fucking hell. No, you're good. The keyhole doesn't seem convinced by that. The keyhole, it just looks at you as like, well, at least you're not going into violence straight away. And like
Well, what if instead of trying to put stuff into you, what if we, because we're here at the request of Lady Love Lily herself, why would you not just let us on inside to get what's in there? Is my situation.
Okay, well, if you were sent by her, answer me this. What can be broken, yet never touched nor seen, and only sometimes heard?
What can be broken?
Cass.
I know. I know. Or let me double check that it's the same as my friend. Yes, I thought the same thing. Althea, do you need a moment to think it over?
No, you got it. You got it.
I will say, and I'm breaking it by saying it, it's silence, my good keyhole.
Can you hear silence?
You can hear the lack of it.
But sometimes you can't. You have 2 more tries.
Oh.
Can you say it again?
It's in the
It's
chat
in
as well.
chat.
Saying it over and over.
What can
Oh,
be
fuck.
broken?
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna rephrase it because I am recalling this from memory. But I believe how I originally phrased it was, what must never be broken, but can be touched, seen, but sometimes heard.
A promise.
That's what I was going to say. I said my pinky promise.
I did want
touch.
those, but yet not touch. You can't touch a promise.
Yeah, so
I don't
you
think.
can't
if you
touch a
pinky
promise.
yeah, promise, I guess. Yeah.
So the promise, it can
I'll
be
wait.
written,
It's
it
a
can
promise.
be spoken, but you can't touch a promise. You can't see a promise.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And,
as
you
you
only hear a promise
whoever
once it's
said
broken.
a promise, like if you even like whispered it, like
Yeah, I'll be like, Althea, you think it's a promise?
I
oh,
think
you're
it
so
might
smart.
be.
And the Kyo is like, do you want to say it?
Oh.
Do you want to say it?
Yeah. Promise. We think it's promise. Like, he's just like, he's just overheard it. So he's
The
like,
lock
yeah.
does indeed open up, and thanks you for being so gentle. Thanks you for giving it a chance. And
Kiss on the way in.
Wow. Okay. What's
damn,
inside?
flirting.
Yeah,
Inside is the box that you gave Lady Love Lily from the warden.
Oh my god.
Yo! I'll take it out. Monarchy will take it out this time. And I'm going to like hold it at like my whole arm length away from me.
Okay.
And like further away from the kids, like the kids
kids?
from RG and Althea, kind of towards the guy actually.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like open it up towards him because that is gonna hop out. Like whatever it is, it's getting him.
Okay. So you hold it like towards Florent and
yeah, kind of like a
open it.
proposal, not my knees.
He gets up from where he was sitting and he looks inside it and he goes to grab what's inside it. Oh, Skrunkle?
I close it real quick.
Right, Skrunkle should be good. Give me a
his hand like tries to go.
Give me a dex save.
A dex save.
Dexterity saving throw. Or a dex check, but whichever one is
20.
higher.
Either one works.
All right. Yeah, you managed to close it quick enough.
What was that?
Manaki, you silly goose. Just give him the stuff.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, we gotta see what it is first.
Secure my my nut's death, perhaps.
How do you know that's going to work?
Do you even know what's inside it?
That's the
Can I
question,
see
though.
it?
Do you know what's inside it?
Well,
I
you
like
just
pass
showed
it
it
to
to me.
Margie. Yeah, I like pass it to Margie. Yeah, but do you know how it works? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, everything makes sense now.
So what is it? Tell us.
I open it. What's in there?
An acorn. A very large acorn.
What?
I pick up the nut.
Nut.
You had to say it like that. You could
had
not
to
hold
say
yourself
it
back.
like that.
That's correct.
Mhm.
I'll be like, Manaki, this seems like your area of expertise, and I hand it over.
I turn to this nut, mesmerized.
So this acorn is of a size that is incredibly disproportionate of what normal acorns should look like. You feel like, okay, they should be between like maybe like between half an inch and maybe an inch and a half. Thank you for picking up on that, Naka.
Yeah.
Like that is what a regular nut should look like, but this is like it looks like a, you know, genetically enhanced acorn. And Althea, as this like passes your vision, it has a magic inside it that you and Florent would recognize.
I'm now holding it because Margie's like passed it to me.
Mm-hmm.
How big is it in my gigantic hand? Like,
I
am
would
I holding it kind of like a
say-
football?
I would say it's kind of like this in Manaki's hand.
Hold on
Like
a second, just waiting for that to load in. And behind the times. Oh, I see. Oh, that's big. Oh yeah. Okay. Whoa.
When you say it's
Nut.
something that's a big nut. When you say
It's a
it's
big
something
nut.
I'd be familiar with, do you mean it has some sort of like death magic?
it's not the magic that you recently or that you've been used to. It's a magic that you more recently got familiar with.
Oh, for when you became alive again from the warden.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
It is imbued with that same kind of magic that's inside you. It's inside Florent, and it's inside this nut.
Manaki shakes the nut. Does it do anything?
No.
What kind of color is it? This
Like a
acorn?
regular acorn.
Just like a regular acorn, but just giant.
A regular giant
Like-
acorn that has like a magical
It
like
smells it.
yeah.
Does it
He
smell like
smells-
anything?
Nut.
It smells familiar to you as well.
Familiar to me.
Yeah,
but
Florent, you said this makes everything make sense. What did you mean by that?
I'm not giving you this nut until you tell me information about this nut.
Yeah, there's something suspicious.
Manaki, he's going to keep thinking about why the scent is familiar to him. And
Yeah, can I make a check?
I'll have you recognize it no matter what, don't worry. But as
Okay.
like you're like
Yay.
he's like mulling it over a little bit, and Florent says ads are starting very soon. So
That's what Florent says. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember
and
that.
Florent turns to the camera and he says ads are going to start soon, so make sure to stay tuned for the big reveal. Anyway,
The big nut.
big
Ooh.
nut. Yeah. So
Big nut. Oh,
yeah.
Fucking hell.
and like remember, the ceremony start, it just means that we're gonna start wrapping up. It doesn't mean like everyone dies, you know, yet.
Lay.
So we'll
And
go
we got the thing we needed before the ceremony.
the ceremony.
Serenade
The
me.
Jeremy.
The Jeremy.
The-
Jeremy.
Jeremy is going to start. So yeah, we're gonna have ads and we'll talk after. So stay tuned. Have a piss. Goodbye. Well, see you soon.
I will be pissing.